What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video. Now in this video I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on Title Update 12.1 since it's been nearly a week since it's been released. And also I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the Resident Evil crossover event that's been going on as well. So if you guys think any of that is interesting, go ahead, sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and we will dive right in. Shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. Alright, so while I do this, I'm going to be open world farming, so just don't mind me. But we're going to start talking about Title Update 12.1. So this previous Tuesday, February 2nd, was the release of Title Update 12.1, and with it came a few things. Not only did it come with, it came with the Resident Evil Apparel event, but it also came with the global event Reanimated, which was kind of reworked, and then also the second week of the Magnus League, which is, kind of interesting. Now, of course, on Tuesday, we're going to get the Cersei manhunt target, which is also going to unlock Fei Lao. So the reason why I'm doing this video right now is because come Monday, we're all going to get ready and pumped up for Tuesday, and then it's all going to be about Fei Lao, the end of year 2, and what's going to happen in year 3. So of course that happens, what does that say, 1 day and 13 hours. So on Tuesday, get ready for that. We're going to have quite a few videos. But anyways, so with 12.1, we got the global event Reanimated, which was reworked. Now, my thoughts on this global event were, it was quite amazing, actually, in my opinion. I myself personally have hated the global events in the Division 2. And with this whole rework kind of thing that they're doing with Season 4, I'm actually quite happy with the end result. Because not only, what was the first global event? That global event was a lot of fun as well. So let's see, the Shade Exposed wasn't bad, but it was all about the Golden Bullet. So this season has been pretty strong when it comes to global events. We had Golden Bullet, which was amazing, and then you had the Shade Exposed, which was okay, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't that great either. And now we are back on another high note, being Reanimated. Now myself personally, I'll talk more about this when we talk about the Resident Evil crossover event at the end of this video. But for right now, just as a global event overall, it was a lot of fun to do. This is actually the first time that I've done most of the global event challenges. Reason being, it was quite fun. Getting the headshots, knowing that the green cloud will now hurt the enemies and heal yourself and your allies made it a lot more enjoyable. It made the agents feel stronger. It made it feel like the sustainability and survivability, even doing like league events or open world, as long as you were, getting those headshots and seeing those green clouds plume, it was fun. It made you feel like you were stronger, and it just made the game a little bit more enjoyable. Which, playing in the Division 1, that's how global events were supposed to feel. Like, it makes your agents, on, some next level stuff, Super Saiyan, if you will. And it just made the experience a lot more enjoyable for the consumers. And I feel they did that with this Reanimated event. I myself did not like the original Reanimated where the cloud hurt you and all this crap. It was not fun at all. But even doing like floor 100 on the summit and watching the hunters like reanimate and then you shoot them again, and it was fun. I actually really enjoyed this. So bravo to the dev team. You guys made this global event what it should have been when it first came out, but I'm glad that you guys fixed it. Now, as far as the Magnus League, you can see that I've played quite a bit of it. I myself am a fan of the leagues. Reason being is they are just like these time trial events, and it really gives me those, the Division 1 feels, because in the Division 1 you had a lot of leaderboards. You had weekly leaderboards, monthly leaderboards, you had global event leaderboards, dark zone leaderboards, and it made the level of competition high at all points. And they really just kind of shied away from that for the Division 2. Whereas the league is kind of the only thing left where it's like kind of fun, and then you can do your best time and match it up against your buddies. So if I go into the Magnus League right now and I just click on one of these, I don't know which, and then hit leaderboards, I can go over here, I can see how all my friends are doing, and then I can see how my clan is doing, and it was just kind of cool. Not a lot of people even use these leaderboards. And I feel like in this game, the leaderboards were kind of just pushed to the side, where they wanted to just aim their focus at the casual player and not so much the hardcore, veteran players, which is fine. But I myself fall into the category of the latter, so it kind of sucks for me personally. But alright, moving on. So the Reanimated event was good, title update 12.1. The second season of Magnus was pretty fun because we could use that with the Reanimated event, which was pretty cool. And also with the title update 12.1, we got the next gen upgrades for the 60 FPS. Now, this is where this kind of takes a turn for the kind of questionable and the worse. So I have heard nothing short of negativity coming from the PvP community and the new next gen upgrades. And let me kind of backtrack and give you a little bit of history on it. Now, for next gen upgrades, what I mean is for example, right now I am playing on a Xbox One X. So it's the last of the, the old gens, I guess you could say. And with that, I get like a 4K like upscale. It's not really full 4K. It's not true 4K. It was what Xbox decided to throw together right before coming out with the Series X, which is fine and dandy and all. However, I cannot get my hands on a Series X or a Series S for that matter. I've been doing that whole, refreshing Walmart, Best Buy, Target, trying to see if I can, add it to the cart and buy it online. I've tried going to GameStop. I've tried, seeing the insane prices that are on Amazon and eBay, and I just can't bring myself to buy that. However, the problem with the next gen update is that people that are playing on, say, the original Xbox One, and then they are going up against somebody that is playing on a Xbox Series X. Are you starting to follow me here? So the first guy is playing on bare minimum performance, on 1080p, and probably some crazy low frame rate, against a guy that is playing in full 4K 60 FPS. Now, the logic behind this is similar to the logic of why you don't let PC players go against console players, because their hardware is so much, more superior in some aspects when it comes to multiplayer. Now, what I have heard from my buddy I Am Fox and some other content creators is that their buddies, their clans, their group of friends won't go into the dark zone right now until either they get a Series X or until something happens, because they're playing on old gen consoles, meaning they're playing on either Xbox One, maybe the Xbox One S. I myself on the X have not found any real problems as of lately, but they might still be there. However, I do know that from people that are playing on older consoles, they are getting outgunned, they are getting out everything in PvP right now because of the differences in the frames and the differences between, say 1080p 30 FPS versus 4K 60 FPS. The reaction times, the seeing people around corners, the just overall speed of the game is a lot quicker for the Series X than it is for the, say, Xbox One console. Now, I haven't really heard too much rumblings about the PS4 versus PS5 community because, frankly, not a lot of them talk to me too much. A lot of people know I'm an Xbox guy, so they kind of just go to their own, whatever platform. Now, going back to, this whole next gen, old gen kind of thing, and a lot of this came from my Discord server, is that you're going up against people with new gen consoles and faster, speeds, and they feel like either they're getting shoot through walls, they're getting shot around the corners before they see anybody, they're pulling up and shooting somebody and they're turning around and melting them without even like taking any damage. It just seems like there's some sort of latency issue between old gens and new gens. And I'll repeat, I am on the Xbox One X, so I am on the latest edition of those older consoles. And I myself have not really found too much problems in PvP. There have been a few where I've seen like, oh wow, he took out the whole team around the corner. That's crazy. And, I'm not really putting two and two together, but it does make sense that if you are allowing cross console play, meaning you're allowing PS5 people to play with PS4 people, you will see some sort of issue. Just like how me playing on the Xbox One X and say, maybe my buddy is playing on the original Xbox One and we both load into the raid, I will load and already be halfway down, to the first event before my other buddy even loads in. And it just shows like there's certain speed issues, or where, I could be running through the DZ and I'll shoot somebody, and on an older console or older, whatever, they'll record me doing that and they're like, dude, it's like you're like doing things in like supersonic speed and crap like that. And I don't really think it has anything to do with our consoles. I think it has a lot to do with the game itself, where Hamish and Yannick have said time and time again on State of the Game that this was aimed for a PC community, that this was developed on PC, mainly played on PC, and it's updated mainly for PC. Now, with these upgrades to the next-gen consoles, that kind of helps them out, because the performances and whatnot with like the Series X, the PS5, and your average PC gamer, they're getting a lot closer. Whereas if you're just playing on a normal Xbox One and then your buddy is playing on an Alienware, holy crap edition PC, he's going to be able to run circles around you and you're going to look like, some sort of blocky, VHS. And I think that's the problem there. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about that just because you pretty much get where I'm coming from now. So that's Title Update 12.1. So let's talk about Resident Evil 25th Anniversary crossover event with The Division 2 from February 2nd to the 15th. Now, I'm recording this on Sunday, which it is the 7th, meaning you guys have about 8 more days of this Resident Evil crossover event. Now, yes, it was supposed to be like an in-game, almost like a DLC sort of feel, where you'd get like this whole like Kinley College, revisited, and you get to go there and it's like this cool time thing where it's all new and shiny and whatever. They decided to can that, and they went ahead and went with this Apparel event. Now, the Apparel event itself, you can see right here, you can open it up from this cache, and you have a week and 1 day to do so. So they're going to allow you to get the Apparel caches up to a week after the event, or hold on, is that? No. So you only have a week and 1 day. And not only that, but the developers have stated that if you don't get these apparel items, or you don't get the backpack trophies and patches that are associated with the Resident Evil event, that they are going to be gone forever after this event is gone. That it's kind of like their way of getting people back into this game. They want you to have to play it, grind out these pieces, and get them while they last. So it's kind of like a, give and take scenario where you have to give them some of your gameplay time to farm these pieces, and they also get people playing their game, which, whatever. Now, along with the patches are the backpack trophies. There are 11 in total, and the only way to do those are to do your daily projects. It is the Stars Assault or Stars Support project. Now you can see on the left side of my screen, I do not get any more apparel or anything for the rewards. Now it's just giving me a shade calibration token, some XP, and then a random high-end drop. But you have to do 6 projects in total. So right now you have 8 days until the event ends. That means if you have not started at all doing these daily events, you should be able to still do them, even if it's just once a day, and you can get all of these items still before they are gone forever. Now, my thought on that. The normal apparel events from the Division 2 have nothing to do with daily projects and stuff like that. I mean, it's cool, but it never added to the actual apparel event, where this Resident Evil event is actually adding on, because the apparel was, subpar at best. Let's look at the outfits. So the apparel for the Resident Evil, there were only 4 outfits. You get a 5th outfit by logging on to the game. Not only that, but they don't even show you the outfit. You have to go look for it. So, for example, you can see right here it says Resident Evil, and you have the Hunk outfit, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Rebecca Chambers. But if you were to just log in, like just today, you could log in today, you can get the Leon Kennedy outfit. So that's going to be, let's see, the shirt. And then all you have to do, these are in alphabetical order by type of apparel. So it is going to be exotic. So you want to be in your exotic part. And then it's alphabetical. So just go to L. There's Leon Kennedy right there. And then let's see the shoes. See if there's Leon Kennedy shoes. Yep, there we go. What else would there be? Maybe like a scarf or something. Nope, no scarf. Glasses. Nope, no glasses. Maybe a hat. No hat. Alright, so this is your Leon Kennedy outfit. You get the shirt, pants, and shoes. Not too shabby, right? But the only way to find that out is you have to log in, and then you have to actually go to your apparel inventory, which is kind of messed up in my opinion. If you're going to give this to somebody and it's going to be a part of the event, I would like for it to be shown somewhere. Like, hey, this is the outfit that you got. It's added into this event and it's in your inventory. Have fun. But instead, you log in and it just says added, and then you have to actually go look and see what was actually added. It doesn't even tell you when you first get it. But anyways, as far as the apparel event goes, it seemed a little subpar. You only got 4 outfits, 5 if you count the Leon Kennedy, and then upon completing all those, you get the Nemesis mask, which in my opinion is one of the cooler masks in the game, just because it's gory, it's very well detailed, and it gives me the same feelings that the mask did back in the Division 1, for example. And I completely dig it. But the only way to get that mask is to complete the entire apparel event, which is completely different from your daily projects that you have to do. So just remember that. So with this apparel event, you got a little bit more bang for your buck because you were able to grind patches, backpack trophies, and also get outfits, masks, and all that. You do also have some weapon skins, which are pretty cool. A lot of people don't like them. The only one that I'm a fan of is the corporate weapon skin, and it is for the M4. Let me see if I could show you real quick. So if I go to skins, all right, so it would it be under exotic? Another thing is, why does this menu go so slow? Here we go. So here is your corporate weapon skin, and this is my favorite weapon skin of Resident Evil. Reason being is you can see the little umbrella corporation symbol on it, but this is only for the M4 and all the M4 variants. Another thing, why is this menu going so slow? This menu is going extremely slow. I don't know. Maybe something for the developers to look at. Anyways, so you did get some weapon skins, they were okay, but the cool part is that they actually made it to where you could do the projects, get more stuff, and things like that. Now, obviously, if we had all of this plus the Kinley College reimagined game mode, whatever it was, I think that in total would have made for a really fun stint for the Division 2. We have yet to have anything truly like really fun hit this game, and what makes it feel like almost a year. The raids were okay, but they were covered and tainted with so much controversy. It's ridiculous. So much so that a lot, if not a majority, of the content creators aren't even doing this game anymore. And that's mainly because of year 2 lack of content and all of the controversy surrounding the raids. And not to mention the lack of PvP content, which I myself am a huge advocate for because I enjoy playing PvP. I think all old Division 1 veterans enjoy PvP because year 2, year 3 of the first game, we were all in the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone was huge. Everyone and their mom was able to play in it, and it was a lot of fun. However, you don't have that for this game. So I feel like it's like constantly trying to like force, playing PvP just because I enjoy it. But it's hard to keep enjoying it when it's the same 4 or 5 conflict maps since launch. I mean, they added the Wharf map, but then that was it. They never did anything with it ever again. And not to mention, Team Elimination is by far the worst game mode out of all of them. But that's a different story. So back to the Resident Evil event. I think that the Resident Evil crossover event was actually quite successful. I enjoyed every aspect of it. I even enjoyed doing the projects. Mainly because I haven't done projects a lot lately, and it kind of got me into doing it. Bravo for the devs. However, I am very interested to hear what they were going to do, just so I could wrap my head around it. Because the apparel wasn't bad, the projects weren't bad, but I'm really interested in hearing what it could have been. Because this Reanimated event, where it's their version of zombies, and then they were to add something to Kinley College, I think it would have made for a really good time. But come Tuesday, we will have all of the answers we want and more, hopefully, because Fei Lao, that entire thing in Season 4 will wrap up. We will figure out exactly what's finishing up with Year 2 of the Division 2. And we will be able to finally, get our eyes on Year 3, what's going to happen, where's this game going, and hopefully we get some news for that, and maybe, another expansion or another game entirely. But that was it, you guys. That's my full thoughts on Title Update 12.1 and the 25th anniversary Resident Evil crossover event. Remember, you have one more week of this Resident Evil crossover event, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Grind it out while you can, because remember, all of these Resident Evil pieces, apparel, backpack trophies, patches, none of them will be able to, you won't be able to obtain them after this event ends. So please, please, if you are a Resident Evil fan and you want these pieces, go and farm them right now. That way you don't have to worry about it later. But alright, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about this crossover event and title update 12.1. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I don't normally post videos during the weekend, so thank you very much. If you've made it to this part of the video, comment down below. Have a good weekend, and try to spread some positivity. My buddy Sergeant Graybeard does that a lot, and it's starting to rub off on me. I enjoy it. So alright, you guys, have a good one. Stay safe, healthy, and all that jazz. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys.